What's up, guys? Mark here at Wired Kustoms Motorsports 2022 Jeep Gladiator. This is the Gladiator that we picked up about 2 weeks ago. Well, we were waiting for all the stuff to come in. All the stuff is now here, so we're about to pull her in and pull this whole thing apart. It's a long process here. Squeezing these stereos in these JLs is not an easy task. There is very little room behind the stock radio once you pull it out. So let's go through the product and let you know what we're going to be doing on this 2022 Jeep Gladiator. Okay, we have obviously chosen DB Drive, specific product within the DB Drive brand. We have the Pro Audio Style Euphoria EX6N and EX69NCX. These are all neodymium speaker options. They get extremely loud, very, very, very loud speakers. We have to get these Wranglers to a different level of loudness because when this top comes off or roof comes off, you lose over half of your output. So to overcome that, we run a lot of power. When I tell you a lot of power, this is an EX4 DB Drive EX4 expert amplifier, as well as the EX2K Euphoria. And again, that is the expert option. On the front speakers, we're gonna pull out the stock housing for the fronts. We have to replace that with the Metra speaker pods. There is no proper way to get around this. You have to go this route to do it right. So we have the Euphoria DB Drive DSP. This is a processor, very, very important, as well as the controller that we will flush mount into the dash area. Next up, rear speaker adapter plates. If we look at the stock speakers here, that is what it looks like. When you pull it out, you can't easily just stick in another speaker. So to do it right, again, there's a special part that has to be used. This will allow us to run these speakers here appropriately. Okay. Now for the radio option, just like in our Wrangler over there, we have chosen the Stinger HEIGH10. The Stinger HEIGH10 has an option for this year model in a flush mount Stinger HEIGH10 kit, which is what this is right here. It comes with the hard parts to flush the radio in, as well as the module, the new antenna. There's a lot of parts in here actually. And it will allow everything to function properly, as well as let you change and look at a lot of stuff that you cannot look at on that stock radio. This radio and this kit will allow you to look at a lot of stuff. And I will have another video which will help explain all this, but just checking out part of it here. But stuff like this is what I'm talking about. You can check your suspension, the how the tilt is, and the axle, the sway bar, the status of everything. There's just a ton of stuff. Once we get it put in, I will do a video and go through that with you guys. I probably already have one out there on YouTube. So this is the Stinger HEIGH10. It's what for years I have called the best radio that is out there. And I still, to this day, will call it that. So, up in the front, horns. We have to use horns to overcome all of this. All right, Horns will be placed right up in here. We will create some plates to hold it, because once you pull out that stock speaker, it is not just a drop in and plug in and move along. There is quite a bit of stuff you have to do to make that slide in appropriately and be held down securely. We have already created the custom 2.8 subwoofer enclosure. However, it is not in here at this time because we have waited to pull this apart until every product was here, and we try to do everything at once when everything is here, and it's quicker and more efficient. So this will be one that you are going to want to hear. I can promise you that. Just like that Wrangler over there. If you have never heard a loud Wrangler, that's the Wrangler that you want to hear. If you've never looked at a Wrangler in person and understand how to control lighting on it, that's the one that you want to look at. That's the loud one. This will be our more of what the average client would come here and want. That white one over there is a more extreme. But we're going to have two options here now for you guys to listen to before you pay me a penny. I am huge on transparency and having an understanding of the amount of output and what the customer is going to expect before you pay me, not after. So I would rather you have a realistic expectation of how loud it's going to be and what you're getting for your money, again, beforehand. That's what I would want as a client, and that's what I provide to my clients. So 2022, let's get after it. Wired Kustoms Motorsports. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and of course on Facebook at Wired Kustoms. You can contact our store, 682-500-4560. If you're out of state and you just want to email us, wiredkustoms@gmail.com. Thank you guys.